Hey guys, thank you so much for 50k subs. I asked you a while ago about a Q&A. You want to do a Q&A. So you sent in your questions into the Discord and the community tab. And here they are now. You guys ready?
Hey guys, happy to be here.
Let's just get this over with.
We got a lot of questions and a lot of duplicate ones, but we got to most of them. So strap in and enjoy. Okay, welcome to the 50k Q&A special, everyone. Let's dive right in! Question number 1. For Shadow, how long did it take to make that ending song in the Bodyguard video?
I'd say that took me about 30 minutes. I have a pal who produces beats, and it was up to me to quickly just throw some lyrics together. I thought it was pretty funny.
Pretty good, Shadow. Next question. For Anthony, how long does it take to make videos, like the voice acting, etc.? Well, a lot goes into this. I collect the comics first, then I start editing to make them easier to view in the video. I start typing out all the dialogue on a Google Doc, and send them out to the voice actors, my wonderful voice actors who are very nice. And then they send me the voice lines over time, some sooner than others. But due to scheduling, we don't really get too much voicing in person, and sometimes we do, but it really depends on the length of the video as well. But for a 10 to 20 minute video, it takes about a week or two. Werehog Night took me months though, so... Alright. Will you ever do a comic dub about the ship between Otis the cow from Barnyard and Elephant, the blue elephant from Jungle Junction? Ollie Panda. I've seen you in the Discord before, and I find your ship very interesting. Unfortunately, I did not make the comics in my videos, and I don't think the comics like that exist. But good luck getting your ship out there, though. Another question for me. What got you into the Sonic franchise and Sonato? Well, you see, I grew up being very slow, and everyone would laugh at me because I just couldn't keep up with anything. And then I played Sonic Unleashed, and I was just amazed by how fast he was and his carefree personality, and that I just felt inspired. And quickly, I played the remaining games, and I love the character of Shadow, and I saw a comic dub in Spanish and for College Life. And I decided I'm gonna make an English version, and I had to get my friends, and I had to like really beg them to do the voice acting for me, and it took a lot of time. I had to cry to the teachers, but it took off from there, and it was so amazing, and I'm so thankful for you all. Thank you. Okay, next question. When Sonic and Shadow's voice actors are recording voices for the next comic video, do they sometimes mind if they have to voice over the next comic video? Depending on how busy I am with my real man lifestyle, I sometimes have multiple videos planned at once, but let's ask Sonic and Shadow.
Yeah, I love voice acting. I'm always happy to do it, but sometimes my voice does need a rest, so I keep a good pace.
I mean, honestly, like, it gets a bit frustrating. Sometimes it feels like there's a lot put on you, but honestly, it's pretty fun. It's pretty entertaining, yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, for me, it's nothing. It's not that hard. It only takes about 10 minutes to do, so it's really not that hard. But yeah, great question though.
What the just happened to his voice?
Next one, for Anthony. Would you ever make a bloopers video? I can imagine voice actors must crack up at some goofy dialogue. Yeah, I've definitely considered it, and I have had a few requests. We probably have hours worth of bloopers from a certain someone. It would take a long time to get through all that though, but maybe I'll make it a short mini-series. Why do you choose Sonic for your content? Well, Sonic is a character near and dear to my heart. Growing up as an orphan who has never been loved, I envy Sonic's carefree attitude and his philosophy on life. I want to be just like him when I grow up, and this content is how I pay respect to him. What do you mean to do with this? Would you do fan dubs of animation / dialogue from the games? I've definitely thought about it. I've been very inspired by people dubbing the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, but that would be taking a lot of work and a lot of actors, and I'm not sure how many people would watch it. Maybe one day. For Anthony again, do you know how awesome you are? Thank you. I question that sometimes, but I really... Thank you. Sometimes I don't know how awesome I am. Thank you. I know I'm awesome. I know I am now. Thank you. Questions for Sonic and Shadow. How long have you guys been together?
Well, that depends on what universe you're talking about. Werehog Night? College life?
Come on, Sonic. Stop dodging the question. I consider the time we started dating as the time our first comic dub was released, which would mean that's about 2.5 years now? You know, college life.
A question for Shadow. What do you find most attractive about Sonic? What do you see in him? Ooh.
Oh man, I'll be honest, he's an annoying little piece of going into mother. But he's shown me how to appreciate life. I'm a very negative person, and he's very positive. I love his carefree attitude.
What the hell, man?
Now, what do you guys do to get into character? How long does it take? Is it difficult?
Well, personally, I need to get into a melancholy mood, just like Shadow. I like to imagine events that make me feel serious, I guess. But also secretly sympathetic, if that makes sense. Shadow is a very complicated character, so it's hard for some scenes, especially since different comics have different depictions of him.
What do I do to get into the voice? I mean, nowadays I can just jump into it, but when I was starting out, I would just repeat like chili dogs and gotta go fast. I would keep repeating that until I got the voice. You know, that would take about a minute or two, really not that long. And after a while, it starts to get easier, as most things are. So, yeah, now I can just hold a conversation like this.
For another question for Sonic and Shadow, I have 2 questions. Okay. Question 1, have you ever met other versions of yourselves? And question 2, have you met Sonata, my OC? Oh. Let's see.
Well, of course. You'll see for yourself if you play Sonic Generations. And I've been on plenty of other adventures where I meet alternate reality versions of myself.
No, I'm the best. No one could ever earn the title of other version of me. Next question.
Hold on, Shadow. Yeah, I've seen Sonato in the Discord server. I think she's really neat, especially all the different versions.
For Anthony, Shadow, and Sonic, what was your favorite moment in Sonic Prime? Oh boy, I like the baby Eggman. He's pretty cute.
Every part with me in it.
Okay. I really like a lot of the interactions between myself and Nine. I love that dynamic in the show.
For Shadow, how does it feel for you to be soon voiced by Keanu Reeves?
It is a true honor. That is the only man I'd even slightly consider calling the ultimate life form. Ever since that man lost that poor dog, I've supported him in everything he's ever done. He's breathtaking.
For Shadow, do you like Sonic? If so, what's your favorite thing about him?
Yeah, Shadow, come on, gush about me more.
I kinda just answered this a little while ago, but I changed my answer. He's a piece of good for nothing whole piece of trash that should just die.
Aww.
For Shadow and Sonic, I love you guys so much. Want to know if you wanted to have children, and if so, what would you name them? Boy or a girl?
I definitely want a boy.
But I want a girl.
Boy!
Girl.
Boy!
Girl.
Okay, you two, how about you just say what you would name your kid?
Manic.
Coffee.
Okay, let's just move on. For Shadow, I know you have a secret Hello Kitty collection. Can't hide that from me. Anyways, who's your favorite Sanrio character? Mine's Kuromi. Sorry.
Yeah, Shadow, tell him.
You know absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. I am the ultimate life form. I do not have time for such childish things.
He likes my melody.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
For the voice actors, I have two questions. First, how is it voice acting? Second, what's y'all's favorite thing about working with Anthony? Ooh.
I love voice acting. It's a dream of mine to do it professionally one day. It's a very fun hobby for now. Anthony is just such a welcoming and cheery person, and he's just a joy to work with. He's very lenient when needed, even though he has a lot of fans to please, and I really appreciate that.
Voice acting's just so fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I try and be other characters as well that comes along throughout our adventures. And my favorite thing about working for Anthony? Getting money from him.
For Anthony Tavola, where do you find the comics in your videos? Well, all over the place lately. I find myself pulling from comics submission section on the Discord server. Other times I use Tumblr, Twitter, even Pinterest. Sometimes I just Google. Dude, again? For Sonic, how many chili dogs do you eat in one day? And do you have a secret chili dog stash? Where do you get your chili dogs? Ooh.
How many chili dogs do I eat in a day? Well, it's nothing crazy like 1 billion or 1 trillion. That's way too much. But I would have to say maybe about 1 million. I'm always on my feet and running, so I gotta have my energy somehow. And then my secret stash. Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret now, would it? But if you want to know where I get my chili dogs, well, obviously I go to Sonic, of course. Where else would you go?
Sonic, how did you meet Shadow? And Shadow, is Maria still like a sister to you?
Maria.
Is Maria like a sister to you? Do you miss her? You scared my life.
Play Sonic Adventures 2. That's all you need to know.
Of course, Maria was very important to me. I miss her every day. But her loss is what made me who I am today, so just gotta live with that.
Congratulations on 50K. Hey, thank you. Thank you. What is your role on the channel besides the main mascot? Oh, are you an editor or do you do more than just that? What's up with the robot narrator, lol? What were your goals when starting YouTube? And how long have you been a Sonato fan? What motivated you to start this channel? That's a lot of questions, and I like that. To start, yes, I do the editing. Sometimes I have friends help me, but I do most of it. The robot narrator is actually an AI voice based off of Kazuma Kiryu from the Yakuza series. I was playing around with AI one day and thought it just sounded silly, and I wanted an excuse to use him more often. I never expected YouTube to take off like it did, and I just want to have fun with friends creating comic dubs, and now I want to provide the best quality possible with this fan base. My love for Sonato pretty much started with this channel 2 years ago. I made the first dub on a whim because it was interesting, but the channel inspired me to get more into it. I first started the channel because I was mixing Sonic songs. Shout out to the old fans. With other popular songs for fun, and you can still check out those videos. Actually, then I did my first comic dub, and the rest is history. So much beautiful history. Thank you guys so much. Love you. For Shadow, what is your opinion on Sonic's voice actor? What's your opinion on doing these dubs? Favorite line of dialogue?
Sonic's voice actor is a pretty cool guy behind the scenes. We get along pretty well. We're also friends in real life, so it's really nice working with him. I love doing dubs since it's a hobby I can have a lot of fun doing. I can't just pick one line of dialogue, but if I had to, there was one line in particular from one of the mini-comics videos that cracked me up. It was, "Are you not aware? Your feet are bloody. You need pads before you turn Green Hill into Red Hill. You're on your period."
For personal fave, Sonic, you're freaking awesome. Love the voice. What's your opinion on Anthony and Shadow? How did y'all meet? Favorite line of dialogue you've done?
Well, I like that he pays me. That's pretty neat. And when did we meet? I think back in school. Middle school or high school? I don't remember. I think it was middle school. I would honestly say my first words. Finally, college. I mean, what gets better than that?
For all, what's y'all's favorite dub y'all have done? My favorite dub has got to be the Love Triangle. I'm very sad the artist isn't doing another part, but I love the performances and the story.
There's so many amazing dubs to choose from, but I gotta go with A Pirate's Secret. That or Up and Down with You. I think those were my best performances, and I really like the art style and story.
And then my favorite dub. I mean, it's pretty corny, but hey, a lot of people agree. College life.
Question for Sonic: Do you love your boyfriend, who is Shadow, more, or Chili Dogs? Question for Shadow: How does it feel to be with Sonic?
Oh gosh, this is a really tough one. Do I pick the love of my life, Chili Dogs, or Shadow? The love of my life, of course. Well, I have gone a couple days without Shadow, but Chili Dogs? I can't remember a day where I didn't have one. I guess Chili Dogs then. Sorry, Shads.
This question again? Yeah, he's annoying, but at the end of the day, I guess I love him.
W50K! Okay, for Anthony, how does it feel to be a YouTuber? It feels amazing being a YouTuber. I love every single moment of it. Everything. I love you guys so much. You guys provide everything for my life. All the love and validation I was denied when I was young, and in the orphanage with no friends, and you're all my friends now, and a little bit of the the voice actors. They're finally starting to get nicer to me, and I'm really happy. My life's really looking good lately, and I love you guys so much for giving me this. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Shadow, if you had to choose, which would you rather do? Cook for Sonic for a whole month, or be a bottom for a month?
I am the ultimate life form. To be a bottom is insulting to my legacy. I'd rather cook.
And finally, Sonic, would you rather have a lifetime supply of Chili Dogs or a giant Shadow plush?
As much as I love Shadow, he can be a buzzkill. I'd go for the chili dogs, as I said in the last question.
Congratulations on 50K. Thank you so much. This question's for Shadow. What's your opinion on the others from the Sonic crew? For example, Tails or Amy?
Tails is pretty cool. I like him.
Really? No way. Thank you, Shadow.
Shut up, Tails. As for Amy, that pink idiot, she's always trying to steal Sonic from me. She better back off. And while she's at it, maybe submit her lines for her videos faster.
Question for Sonic and Shadow. Will you guys always be close to each other?
Yes!
No.
Congrats on 50K. Thank you so much again. Here's for Anthony. What are your thoughts on your videos? Do you like them or something? And if you were to add more spice, will you do it? Okay, I have a very high opinion of my videos. I do so much work for them, and it's like, honestly, most of the time, it's just like, I'm just doing all the work, honestly. Like, I don't, you know, like I said, I'm a bit alone at my place of residence, and I do all the heavy lifting myself, except for moderating the Discord. I have another people doing that. And if I want to add more spice, will I do it? Not on YouTube, unfortunately. YouTube will not allow that. I think my bullies are coming. Hold on. Next question. Okay, they left. Congratulations. Question for Anthony. How long does a video take? Well, I just answered this earlier in the questionnaire. It takes some time. It depends. Now on to Sonic and Shadow. Question for Sonic. What's your favorite part about Shadow?
I like how grumpy he is, because it makes me feel good when I get to cheer him up.
And question for Shadow. What do you think of Sonic?
I've answered this like 10 times. How many more times do I have to do it?
Why don't you make a part 2 of Werehog Night? Well, I don't make the comics. I usually find them on the internet and abide by the artist's rules. Werehog Night does not have a part 2, therefore I cannot dub it. Question for Shadow. Have you ever thought about teaching Sonic how to roller skate or rollerblade? I'm sure it comes easy for you because of your air shoes.
I actually have tried in the past, but he just complains and says his shoes are better. And then he falls on his face. I didn't expect him to live up to the awesomeness of the ultimate life form anyway, so I'm not surprised.
Congratulations on 50K. Hey, thank you again. Now for Shadow. If you could go on a date, which person would you choose to go on a date with?
Choose your words carefully, Shadow.
Well, besides Sonic, I guess I would.
What do you mean, besides me?
Let me finish. Personally, I would, go on a date with, Charlie from Hazbin Hotel. Don't judge me.
Huh. Okay.
Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Question to the whole hardworking team. What are the most difficult challenges in the dubs, and what are the most beautiful moments? Please keep having fun with the videos. Good luck on your way. Thank you. The most difficult challenges, honestly, is just being alone. I start to think a lot, and sometimes I hear my thoughts. Reach for the high apples first. You can get the low ones anytime. You know, that actually blends in my question exactly. Like, the high apples is friendship, and you know, I need to reach for that because I don't have many friends where I live. They're all mean to me, but my voice actors have been getting really nice to me lately, and that's honestly, that's one of the most beautiful moments, honestly. The most difficult challenges was in the beginning when I had to beg them so much to get them to the dubbing for me, and I was just trying my best to be nice to them, and they weren't nice to me a little, and I cried a lot. Privately, of course, not in front of them. Now, Sonic, you can answer what you think.
I would say the most difficult part about doing the dubs is just when I get a big chunk of words, just a big paragraph, and I have to read it all in one go, in character. It's a bit challenging. And then the most beautiful part, I would say the fan base.
Alright, me next. So, many comics are made by artists where English is not their first language. So, Anthony and the team have to find a way to make it make sense sometimes, or change words around. As for the most beautiful moments, I just love it when a video does really well. Some do poorly, some do okay. But when videos do really well, like A Pirate's Secret for example, I become really proud of that work.
Question for Sonic. Are you nervous to tell Amy about you and Shadow?
What? Me nervous? No, what are you talking? Me and Shadow have been a thing for a bit. I think she knows, but if she doesn't, please don't tell her.
For Sonic and Shadow, are you guys excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie or Sonic X Shadow Generations?
I've been waiting for this forever. It only took 3 movies to finally get Shads involved. I'm also excited to see an add-on campaign where you get to play a Shadow in Sonic X Shadow's Generations. Should be fun.
It's all I think about, seeing as it's the year of Shadow. This is clearly the best year in the history of Earth. I'm finally getting the attention I deserve.
Where is Bodyguard Part 2? Damn, I rude. It's okay. It's okay. This comic in particular is part of an artist's Patreon. And as of making this video, the remaining parts are tied to the Patreon's paid content. I do not publish paid content, as that defeats the purpose of the artist making a living off their work, and it wouldn't be fair. If the artist makes it public, I will be right on that. But for now, I can't, and that's why I put question marks on my to be continued, just so I can be sure. For Sonic and Shadow, how much do you guys love your jobs and working together to make content that we can enjoy? Congrats on 50k subs. I'm more than happy to be one of them. Thank you so much.
I love working for this job. I love it so much. I mean, it's super easy. All I have to do is record for 10 minutes, and I don't even need to go outside the house to do it. I can just do it on my phone. So yeah, I love it.
I just love getting to play the character of Shadow. Voice acting is a dream of mine, and this is a great way for me to get practice.
For Anthony, how long have you been a Sonato shipper, and what are your top 3 ships? I've been a Sonato shipper, like I said, since pretty much the beginning of this channel. I had foundational feelings for that for some time before a little bit, but I already answered basically. And in my top 3 ships, definitely number 1 Sonato, always Sonato. Second, I think I like the dynamic between Shadow and Knuckles. Honestly, I can see them two having quite a very interesting dynamic going on. And then the third one, probably Shadow and Rouge. Yeah, they're both dark. I like that. Love your content, Tony. Oh, thank you for the nickname. For Sonic and Shadow, what's the thing you admire most about each other? Okay, Shadow and living by their elementary school nearby on the same road. Went to high school with me and all his other friends. He's a milkman. He likes milk a lot.
I admire the way he gets angry over questions, or how he gets angry over impressions or jokes around him, or just the way he gets angry if you look at him. I admire... What's there not to admire about him? His eyes, the way he kisses. I admire those lips.
How many times am I gonna have to answer this? I'm going insane.
For Sonic and Shadow, what do y'all think about Skibidi Toilet?
Get out.
Shadow, come on, just...
Get out.
Skibbity dub dub dub, yes, skibbity dub dee dee.
2 questions for Sonic and Shadow. 1, when y'all get the emeralds, where do you put them at? And second question, Sonny, when you run, why do your legs turn into some kind of sideways 8?
No comment.
So the emerald situation. I could put them in my shoes or gloves, but that'd just be too uncomfortable. Essentially, what happens is they absorb into me. Not in a freaky way, pause no diddy, but I basically become one with the emeralds. And then the second question was, why do your legs turn into some kind of sideways 8? Never really thought about that. I guess I don't really think of how I run. Let us know. How do you guys run?
Question for Shadow. Who was on top and who was on bottom? For Sonic, have you ever accidentally used Shadow's toothbrush?
I'm the best. I'm always on top in every situation.
Have I ever used Shadow's toothbrush? No, obviously. Yes, I have, but please don't tell him.
Shadow. Have you heard of the hit game Among Us? Sonic, how do you feel about your rival now being your partner? Oh.
I have heard of Among Us. I play it from time to time, but only if I get to be imposter. I will leave immediately if I am a crewmate.
I honestly love it. It's incredible. I never thought I would fall in love with Shadow, but love finds a way, you know?
Question to Shadow. Do you smell / taste Sonic's nasty... I can't even say that. Donkey chili breath whenever you lean in for a kiss? Ooh.
Oh, God, I'm so glad someone asked. Yes, it's rancid, every damn time. Considering he eats a chili dog every day, this man barely brushes his teeth.
Does it really smell that bad?
Yes, it is.
Congrats on 50K! Thank you so much again. Do you get along even when cameras aren't on, and how do you deal with creative differences? Ooh, Shadow, you go first, buddy.
Well, we sure do have our differences. We're pretty friendly overall. When we disagree, usually we just have a discussion about it. Whether it's changing dialogue or line delivery, we usually just take time to talk about it.
Yeah, so, I mean, the differences, you know, I mean, like, everybody's got their differences, and we deal with creative differences. One of my friends...
Yeah, and how about we talk about the time
The joke, guys. Question for Sonic and Shadow. How does it feel being a couple, and what are your struggles? Go ahead, Shadow.
I'd say it's pretty nice, but Sonic and I's personalities do clash a lot since we're very different people. But I feel like that's what helps us learn from each other daily, in a way.
I love this question. How does it feel being a couple? Well, honestly, it's incredible. Sure, there's some struggles every now and then, but nothing me and Shads can't get over. Everyone has struggles at times.
Whew, I think that's all the questions. Thank you guys so much. I actually had a lot of fun, despite wanting to get through this pretty quickly. I'm gonna go do Ultimate Life Form stuff now. I'll let Anthony see you out.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for the 50,000 subscribers, and thank you for watching this video and this Q&A, and... Oh.
Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I wanna take you there. In the midnight hour, I can feel your power, just like a prayer. You know I'll take you there. Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like
Wait. Why don't we just be friends? I made you popular, man. You're my role model.
fast?